These are the top 5 overrated cheapies in this communities. And I'm gonna give you some alternatives to it. Stay tuned to find out which ones I'm talking about. You're watching CxScents. My name is General. Thank you guys for tuning in. Today I want to go over 5 cheapies that are way too overrated or overhyped in my opinion. And I want to give you guys 5 alternatives to them. So basically this is a top 10 list. Yeah, let's not waste any time. Let's go for the number 5 spot, which is this guy right here, Halloween Man X. I think this is one of the most overrated fragrances in this community. I smell it a lot in stores. I had a sample of it. It is just way too synthetic. And a lot of people say, yeah, there's that blackjack accord with some coffee and stuff. No, it's not. It may be if you want to look for it, like if you search for it, if you dive deep down in a fragrance, you may find something, but it's just a sweet synthetic mess and I don't really get coffee on my skin with it. It's just not a good fragrance in my opinion. In my opinion, that one is way too overhyped and there are a lot of better options. One of which I have in my collection. It's this guy right here. Salvatore Ferragamo Uomo Signature. This is a warm, spicy, leathery fragrance, but there's some sweetness to it. This is like, let me spray it. Oh, that smells so good. It's leather, it's some spices, it's a bit of sweetness, but like that mandarin sweetness and freshness which you get at first up top. And this one is a beast in performance. Projects heavily, lasts for over 12 hours. It lasts 10 to 12 hours on me. I never got less than 10 hours out of this guy. So I highly recommend you get this over Halloween Man X. Next, I want to talk about a line of fragrances. I'm talking about the Ancho Noir line. I think it is way too overrated and people make it much better than this fragrance actually is. It is just a dry, woody, earthy fragrance and that's about it. Like, I mean, I only tried the 2021 batches and I think a 2020 batch. I haven't tried like all the variations of it. I don't know about it. It may be that there was a reformulation, but I don't think that it smells nice. When it comes to scent, I know that this is a personal preference, but I don't feel like that's the type of woodiness I want to smell like. It's okay smelling, the quality is alright, performance is non-existent. I mean, I don't go announcing to it because I had other people try to smell it off me. But that's not the alternative I'm talking about. I'm talking about this guy. Not really this guy, just scrape off the intent. I mean Dior Homme 2020. This is Dior Homme Intense. This is a completely different fragrance. If you want a fresh, woody fragrance that is like going to last all day long on you and makes you makes you feel and smell very nice, very pleasant, then go for Dior Homme 2020. That one is an amazing woody fragrance that is on my wish list. That's the alternative I'm giving to you guys. Next up, we have a fragrance that I actually own and I don't mind owning. I don't tend to get rid of. I wanted to get rid of it, but now I'm keeping it. I'm talking about this guy right here. Mont Blanc Individuel with the fingerprints everywhere. It smells good. It smells good, don't get me wrong. I think all of these kinda smell good except for Halloween Man X. There's no need to have this in your collection. If you're like starting off, if you have like 5 fragrances and you want something sweet but fresh and still like thick enough to hold in like colder weather, go for it. It's 20 bucks, it's nice, but it's not as good as the people make it out to be. This is like a 6-hour fragrance on me, which is totally fine. 5 to 6 hours is a good time for a fragrance in my opinion. Yeah, I think this is a good fragrance, definitely not worth that type of hype. My alternative to that is a much pricier one, but it's still available in a good price range, I guess. I think this one, Prada Lunar Ocean, the 50 ml goes for like 50 bucks. I like this a lot. I had a sample of this, I did a review about it and I was like, meh. But now that I got the bottle and I worn it a bunch of times, I love this fragrance. It is so different, it's fresh, it's clean, it's sweet. The caramel in this works really fine in cold weather and it performs better than it used to. Like when I got it with the sample, it performed like 5 to 6 hours. This one is a 7 to 8 hour fragrance on me, which I think is due to maturation or maturation. I don't know how you say it. I think it's maturation. Well, the fragrance matured, let's say that. Next up, we have a community darling. Armav's Club de Nuit Intense is not as good as everyone makes it to be. At least the 2020 and 2021 batches are shit. They are not good. The Club de Nuit Intense Man Eau de Toilette, I had both. I had the Eau de Toilette and the EDP as samples. And the EDT is, yeah, it's alright, it's okay, whatever. It's like an Aventus with a lot of lemon up top, and that's just boring, man. I mean, it's not really a good quality that you get from it. It's not that good of a clone in my opinion. Yeah, it's one-to-one, it's exactly the same, the quality is the same. No, it's not. It's definitely not. My alternative to them would be Supremacy Not Only Intense by Afnan. This fragrance, oh, this is so good. This is also a clone by the house of Afnan from Aventus, but this is the smoky batch clone. It smells so good. If you want that smoky pineapple Aventus type of fragrance, this is the one you should get. This one is a very good performer. 8 to 10 hours on me easily. Projects heavy in the first 4 hours. 4 hours of projection when you spray this on. You don't even need to spray on heavy. If you, as I said, if you want a smoky Aventus alternative, get this over Club de Nuit Intense. Last but not least, we have a fragrance that is fairly hyped, and I think that's the most boring in this list. Maybe second after Halloween Man X. Yeah, I don't like that fragrance. I'm talking about Mercedes Club Black. It's so boring, bro. It smells nice, don't get me wrong. You spray it on and you get that vanilla in your face, and that's it. It's a good performer as well. It projects for like 2 hours, lasts for like 8 hours, but it just stays linear. It's just vanilla. I don't want to get too much into it because I feel like it's a good fragrance overall, but it's just boring. Maybe it would be good for layering. My option, my alternative to you guys would be this guy right here, Mustache EDP. This is a clone of, well, not officially not a clone, but it is inspired by YSL Tuxedo. God, this smells so good. This is one of the most refined and gentlemanly, boss-like smelling that I have. Like, not even considering that this is a cheapie. It's more like a subtle fragrance. It doesn't project that much. Even if you overspray, you always have a nice scent bubble around you. This will last you 8 hours plus easily. And if you want a good and strong first impressions on people, I would highly recommend this fragrance. So there we have it. These were my 5 most overrated cheapies and 5 alternatives to them. I hope you guys liked this video. If so, please leave a like, subscribe, and let me know down in the comments which fragrance do you think is overhyped. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, which you can find me under this handle on the link down in the description. Thank you guys for watching. I've been Jeno, you've been fantastic as always. See you in the next video. Goodbye.